Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to Final Gear tier list as that of November 11, 2021. That said, let's get this started. Right away guys, you can see my previous tier list on the top of the screen, and on the bottom of the screen you can see the 5 new pilot characters that have been recently added in Final Gear global version, right? And now that said, I would also love to inform you guys of some changes that I have made in my previous tier list. I have placed SSR Nova in B tier instead of SS tier for now because yes, you guys were right that she is pretty weak without her custom make suit. So till that time when her custom make suit actually gets released in Final Gear global version, she will be placed in the B tier for now together with Alexa. Alexa is also an amazing character who would actually shoot right away into the SS tier once she gets her custom make suit. Sadly guys, both SSR Nova and SSR Alexa don't have their costume mech suit, which actually make them pretty weak characters in the game right now. Now that said, let's start our discussion with the 5 new pilot characters that have been recently added in the Final Gear global version. Let's start our discussion with Trida, a very recently added SSR pilot in the game, and I will be placing her right next to Taisia Graft. And she is one of the best DPS unit in the game out there for right now. Can deal some crazy damage to the enemies. Thanks to her ultimate skills, she can double her damage output against the enemies out there thanks to her super powered state. And guess what guys? She can also double her damage if her HP is below 80%, if the enemy HP is below 80%, or if the enemy is having a shield effect. And guess what guys, it can stack as well. So there are a lot of possibilities for our Trida to deal some crazy insane damage to the enemies out there. And even her laser drones can deal some substantial damage to the enemies, contributing to her overall DPS output. So she is an amazing character that you should really summon, and right now we have got her summon banner ongoing. So you would really want to invest your crystals in this amazing God tier SSR pilot character known as Trida. Now let's move on into the another new SSR character known as Eloise. She's an amazing tank unit. I would say she's the best tank unit in the game right now. She can taunt the enemies, and thanks to her minions, or let's say her drones, she can actually deal a lot of damage to the enemies as well. Yes, you heard me right, she's an offensive tank. And on top of that one, she can also grant shields to her allies nearby, and that can actually provide a lot of sustenance and durability boost to your entire team. An amazing tank indeed that you just cannot miss out on. Alright, now that said, let's move on into the next new SSR pilot character, and that would be Evelyn Pathogen, and I will be placing her right away in the B tier. Not that much of a very bright DPS unit in the game right over here guys, a very niche unit, so totally in the B tier, totally easily replaceable out here. And next is gonna be PN72, and same goes with the PN72 as well, right over here in the B tier. Not really that superb or bright character in this game. And next is gonna be Karan, and I will be placing her in the filler unit, a trash unit indeed. Alright, and now let's revise the previous tier list. Let's start with SS tier. The first one on the list is gonna be SSR pilot Taisia Graft, the best damage dealer in the game right now. Can nuke a single target real hard. Nearly 3000% of her attack as damage output to a single target. Definitely the best pilot that you would want to bring out in the boss fights. Her passive abilities can actually boost her damage output even further. The next character on the list is SSR pilot Rain Kamwezono. Can deal a lot of damage to the enemies out there with her random slash damage. If there is only one unit standing in the battlefield, then well, she is gonna concentrate all her slash damage to that particular enemy target, allowing her to even nuke the boss units out there. And every 5 Sakura mark stacks, she gets that 100% recharge in her energy boost, and that means she is gonna be able to keep on using her ultimate skill ability time over time very frequently out there in the battlefield, allowing her to deal some crazy insane damage to the enemies. And her passive skill abilities also allow her to boost her damage output significantly. Next on the list is SR pilot Shmili, by far the best healer in the game right now. Next on the list is rare pilot Solveig. She can provide that shield to all the allies in the team that can reduce the incoming damage by up to 40% for a total of 15 seconds of time duration, which is really fantastic. And guess what guys, her energy cost for her ultimate skill is really low as well. That means she will be able to use her ultimate skill ability pretty frequently out there in the battlefield. Now let's start discussing the S tier units. The first one is Viorate. Viorate is really good at dealing a lot of damage to a lot of targets out there in the battlefield. And guess what, guys? Her custom mech suit is pretty farmable as well. Yes, you heard me right. So for a beginner, this is definitely gonna be a really good choice out there for you guys to build on. Next is gonna be Snowy, an amazing SSR character, and I really do recommend you guys to get her custom mech suit right away by purchasing that package to get her battle spear. That package is gonna cost you guys about 2,500 crystals. Get it right away, because with that she's gonna be really effective. She really does deal a lot of damage to the enemies, provides that random buff effect to all the allies in the party every 15 seconds for a total 10 seconds of duration time. And she also does provide that buff known as lifesteal effect, with which your allies can actually recover their health whenever they are dealing damage to the enemies, which is really essential for your team sustenance. Next is gonna be Elizabeth, really good at dealing a lot of AoE damage to the enemies out there, really good for faster game progression. Now let's move on into the A tier discussion. The first on the list is gonna be Samora. She is an amazing tank, can actually reduce the incoming damage by up to 70% for all the allies in the team, but sadly it only stays for 5 seconds. Next on the list is gonna be Nia. She is really meant for the PvP content, but sadly we don't have any PvP content for the global version. Next is gonna be Dongo Kobayashi. Can deal pretty good damage output over there to the enemies in the battlefield. Next is gonna be Ayakazo. Same as Dongo Kobayashi, can deal some really good damage to the enemies out there. Her Ronin custom mech suit looks so badass, and I think it's pretty much a waste that the Ayakazo is right over here in the A tier. She should have been the SS tier, right? That would have actually given a lot more justice to the badass look of her custom mech suit. Next is gonna be Viola out here, an amazing healer. If you don't have Shmeal, then well, you can pretty much use Viola at that time. You have got Natasha out here. Natasha is also a really good damage dealer. We have got the another character right over here, the Margaret. She is pretty good tank, very effective when in low health situation, can even become invincible as well. There we go, guys. Next is Evelyn out here, a very good DPS unit for a starter out there, a default character indeed, and you can get her custom mech suit right away as well, right? So Evelyn, pretty amazing unit, guys, for the beginners. Next is gonna be Corlea right over here, a very good tank unit with the taunt ability, which is gonna be a really great help in order to provide cover for your squishy allies. Next right over here is gonna be SSR unit Favia, a very good DPS unit and a battle pass character as well. Next on the list is gonna be Favia, a very good DPS unit, pretty niche, alright, pretty niche. And next on the list is gonna be Bernadette, a very good DPS unit with the burning ability. Yeah, there we go, guys. Next on the list is gonna be PN26, very unique unit indeed, that actually passively boosts the energy recharge rate of your entire allies by up to 30%, which is really fantastic in the battlefield out there, which will allow your teammates to tap on their ultimate skill real easy, real fast. Okay, that's it. Next on the list is gonna be Alpha 16, a very good DPS unit, and that's all there is to it. In the B tier, guys, as I've already told you guys a while ago, SSR Nova will go to SS tier once her custom mech suit comes out, but for now, due to the lack of custom mech suit, she is in the B tier. Same goes with Alexa. Without her custom mech suit, she is in the B tier for right now. And well, the other characters right over here are pretty much like filler units nearly, alright? If you don't have like A tier units, you can use the B tier units just in case, but B tier units, you usually would want to substitute them right away. Not really that special amazing characters out here. And fillers, well, you can consider them as trash as well, in case you are pretty much a beginner and you don't even have any kind of these characters out here mentioned on the top. Then well, in that case, you can pretty much go up with the fillers in order to, you know, like feel your team real good for the time while. All right, well, that's it. That is it for today. What do you guys think about this tier list as that November 11th 2021? Let me know down in the comment section below. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any other insights, feedbacks and criticisms, I would really love to hear it out as well. That would be a really great help to me later on when I come up with the another tier list for Final Gear global version. That said, please do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, because it's going to be a really great help to my video as well as myself as well. Anyways, that said, see you guys in the next video.